Previously on the pitch, the contestants attempt to answer Mr. Gopalakrishnan's questions on globalizing the Tata brand, diversification and globalization of the Tata Group, development of leadership for the Tata Group, and what does it take for Tata to be a global force as a brand and as a business in the next 25 years. But with a group this diverse, will their pitches match up?
Welcome back to the pitch, and now Mr. Gopalakrishnan is ready. 4 left, 5 minutes each to make their presentation. Is Valerie.
So I'm about to walk in the room and present to Bowman and Mr. Gopalakrishnan. I think I'm ready. I know my content, like my content, and I think it'll go well.
Hello.
Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hi, Valerie.
So my topic today was Tata Group as a global force, as both a brand and a business. And so I'm here to present those recommendations. And really my recommendations focus on 3 key areas: knowledge, production, and community. So the first focus area is knowledge. Having a dedicated team for global collaboration. Not just a task force, not just people who spend part of their time thinking about this, but an actual dedicated team who is putting in place tools and systems to share knowledge. So there are, of course, tools like web conferencing and whatnot, but technology is also important for things like social networking within the business. And of course, having really empowering local knowledge experts, yet bringing them together in centers for excellence across markets and encouraging international assignments. Obviously, the group itself has various business lines that are have very strong engineering skills and constant innovation, but the world has a lot more to offer, and Tata should be connected to that. Funding startup incubators is one approach. Targeting top universities. Mr. Ratan Tata just recently donated $50 million to Harvard. Taking that same kind of money and putting it as, for scholarships and funding of startups. You'll not only have access to IP, but potential acquisitions of startups that come through that sort of incubator environment, and even hiring talent that can then continue to grow the business. So the second topic is production. So we're talking about things like crowdsourcing. Amazon's Mechanical Turk is an example where using web technologies and mobile technologies to solicit input from people who are actually not connected with the business, or only transitionally connected or transactionally connected with the business, to source not only work and productive work, but ideas from them as well. The point here is to make it very focused, run CSR like a business, similar to the Gates Foundation and how they treat it, as well as targeting examples that complement your brands. Traffic safety, complementing motors, women and mobile phones. There's a 300 million mobile phone user gap between men and women. That's not only a huge market opportunity, but a huge social cause as well that obviously complements your communications businesses. So those are the 3 key themes and some of my strategic ideas, and I hope you enjoyed.
So if I have to summarize what you have said, and you're welcome to tell me whether I got it right or wrong, you're saying Tata can afford to be the poor man's innovator and globalizer by using all its low-cost technologies, and it can be the conveyor of the rich man's technologies in ecosystems and power.
Yes. The idea that the innovations that are happening here are actually going to change the way that the developed world thinks about what solutions are correct solutions.
Great. Well, thank you, Valerie. That's a remarkable amount of work you've done in a very short time. I'd like to think about what you said. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Did you find anything that was innovative?
My sense is that she had the right idea, but perhaps didn't have the right charts. And yet, being the combination switch, which takes the best from here and translates it there, and takes the best from here and exports it out, and here are my 5 ideas. Well, she said it effectively.
Because when you
in all fairness to her, the charts
didn't reflect
exactly
to what. But when you raised the question to her, she pulled out the right salient features too.
I think so.
I think it went well. Of course, I don't have a chance to see everybody else's, but I feel very confident that today will be a successful day.
I'm feeling quite confident because the question given is very contemporary. I have done quite a bit of little research on the opportunities and the things required for Tata, and I also analyzed the past acquisitions which Tata has done. I think I have a good case to make. Hello judges, I am Saurabh Kandpal and I'll be presenting about how to solidify the footprints of Tata globally. I'm not saying starting or acquiring because it's already there. What I'm trying to see is how to strengthen it further. After some deep introspection, what I realized is in today's world, there are also happening various forces which are applying on Tata. So for example, competition is going globally. And then the supply of resources, now something you are sourcing from say South Africa, sending it to UK and then shipping all plants, the products all across the world. So these forces, what I realized so these are the kind of global conglomerate I want Tata to be. So there are 4 aspects. It's not just the globalization of resource base. It includes value chain, market presence, and also the corporate mindset. I want to create a global kind of like say leader set in the mind of Tata people. So it's not just resources, people, skill set, a whole approach has to be changed. We should be clear about motives for internationalization, then what products we are going to enter, what market. So I'll just go further and say this.
30 seconds to go.
Left. Sorry. So which products to choose? We should not make a random decision. It should be very carefully analyzed. For example, what is the payoff and what is my skill set to do that. This is my biggest strength at this point of time because right now, Tata is known mainly by Ratan Tata, right? People who are in business, they know, but the common people associate it with Ratan Tata. We have to create more people like this, and then you have to move these people. The whole process, technology from South Africa to UK, from UK to India, like this kind of movement has to happen. So that's my take. Thank you.
Forget about the charts and try to tell me in simple words, take your time, what is a single idea I should remember? Because I have listened to you, when I walk out of the door, I should be able to remember what to do.
Can I take 5 seconds?
Yeah?
The globalization is not an easy choice, even for a big player like Tata. But people learning from their experience, people training their team, like being a mentor to my own team players being a mentor to the further player down the line. This is the kind of path we have to take to make Tata a global organization. That's what I feel is the key takeaway.
I asked you the question, what will you do? So I've forgotten all my grammar, but I think you must start with a transitive verb, if I remember right, a verb. And you know, when you're running your own business or working in a company, it is the doers who matter, not just the thinkers. I want you to, in the next few minutes when you're waiting outside, to think about, I said, what will be your action plan? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
I could finish well in time. I think I took 10 seconds extra. I tried to explain to him and he has told me to think more about it and he might ask me later. I think it went good.